In this demonstration, we are going to take a closer look at inventory tasks and how they can be used to do stock taking in a structured way. An inventory task is useful when you want to inventory the entire warehouse or parts of the warehouse. We begin by clicking Warehouse and Inventory Task. At the moment, there are no inventory tasks, so we will need to create a new one. So I'll press Create New Inventory. In this step, you're able to filter out which parts of the warehouse you would want to inventory. And if you leave the filters unchanged here, you would inventory the entire warehouse. But for this example, we are going to inventory a specific aisle. So I'll uncheck all aisles down here. And I'll select aisle HA, which is the aisle that we want to do stock taking on. We then proceed to press Create. We have now created a new inventory task for aisle HA, and we are ready to start counting the locations. In an inventory task, it is possible to do multiple counts, and right now we are in the process of our first count. So I'll start by counting all of my locations. In the grid down here, we can see which goods we have in stock in aisle HA. So I'll start from the top here. We count 960 pieces of these shorts. Notice that my first count lands in the count 1 column here, indicating that this is the first count of this article in this location. We move on to the next one. I count 810. Notice that there was a count difference here. The system thought that we had 809 pieces in this location, but we counted 810, which leaves us with a counting difference of 1. I'll proceed counting my locations. Now we counted all of our locations, and we are ready to proceed to our second count. I scroll up here, and I'll press Next Count. I'll approve. Notice that the locations without counting differences have been set to approved. The remaining locations where we had differences are not yet approved and needs to be counted again in order for them to be approved. Let's filter out all unapproved lines to see how we are progressing with our inventory task. So I'll press the approved header here, and I'll filter by unapproved. So we have 3 more locations to count. So I'll start counting them. First one, 810, 450, and the last one here, 1140. I'm done with my second count, so I'll press Next Count. I'll approve. And all of the locations has been approved. If we remove the filter for approved here, we can see all the lines again. So the logic here is for a line to be approved, you need to count the same quantities twice. So the last one here, we had 1140 pieces before we started. The first time we counted this location, we counted 1150, which left us with a counting differences of 10. The system asked us to count the location again. And the next time we counted 1140 again, which was the same that we had in the system beforehand, which leaves this line approved. We are now ready to close the inventory task and make the inventory adjustments. We press Finish Inventory and Approve, and the inventory task will be closed. Finish Inventory, and this closes the inventory task. To see the inventory adjustments caused by this inventory task, we can go to Goods Flow and Inventory Adjustments. And here we can see the counting differences that was rendered by the inventory task. Thank you for watching this demonstration on inventory tasks.